And welcome to another live stream watch long reaction, the finale of Watch a Match Season 5. Yeah, Watch a Match Season 5, yes. We have Morocco versus Comoros, the Africa Cup of Nations 2025, Group A, the opening match of the AFCON, of course. Thanks, Sun. Also with of course, the Arab Cup final. Arab Cup final didn't do as well as I would have expected, so either way, we're here for the AFCON opener to finish off the season of Watch Match 5 and RSR 7. Least of new content. Teams have walked out already and getting their hands shaken by people. For the first time, I think the UK actually gets the rights to show live. Well, hopefully you enjoyed. No, not everyone, but I'll try to do as many Morocco games of the World Cup as possible. I'll do the knockout games of this tournament in January because that's when RSR will be back. So, not every Morocco game, but I mean, if one could pop off like the USA Morocco games did, and it was because of the Moroccans those popped off, we'll be fine. So, we'll see. How we doing, El Nini? How we doing, Lewis? With that being said, Morocco versus Comoros. I don't know Arabic or French that well, so this will just be all English. Nice. Starting 11 from Morocco. AFCON opener, Group A. AFCON opener, starting 11. In goal, Yassine Bono. The back forward, Nussair Mazraoui. Naif Agard. Romain Saiz. We have Anas Salah-Eddine. The midfield three of Azzedine Una. Sofiane Amrabat. We have Neil El Anawi. The front three of Ismail Sabari, Sofiane Rahimi, and Brahim Diaz. For Comoros, in goal we have Yannick Pandor. The back five of Ismail Bora. We have Ahmed Soihili. We have Keenan Todibo. We have Giannis Carl. Or Giannis Kari. Giannis Kari. Oh, here we go again. Small type on Font Mob. Yay. Benjalud Yusuf. The midfield three of Yusuf. Mchangama. We have Iyad Mohammed. We have Zaidou Yusuf. And up top we have Faiz Selamani and Rafiki Saeed. There we go. For Comoros. All right. We will begin very, very soon in AFCON. So let's have some fun with it. I might show my NFL pick sheet tomorrow or when we do the top 50 songs list, before we do the top 50 songs list. Oh. No. Do I look like Paul Skeens? Let's get this one going. It's raining in Morocco. Well, that's just crazy. No. I'm glad well, whatever. Did it just start raining? Holy Lord. Let's get this one going. Waterall and bullshit. It must have just started raining for sure, yeah. First kickoff, or I should say ceremonial kickoff. I've never seen that before. Do you think Morocco's a new Belgium? Well, in the way of I think they're a contender for the World Cup like I did in Belgium in 2018. Yeah. Do I think Morocco, it took 3 World Cups for Belgium to hit their peak and get to that point of hey, I think they actually are contenders? Morocco's the same. 2018 World Cup. Starting 11, Yassine Bono. Not really. Nobody really thought about him. Back 4, Mazraoui, Saiss, Aguerd, Salah-Eddine. Salah-Eddine, I'm sure, replacing Hakimi right now. Amrabat, Brahim Diaz, Unah, Saibari, El-Yawi, El-Anawi, and Rahimi. When did that? Rahimi. Huh. Oh, okay. No, they moved him up. Okay. Center ref is Jean-Jacques. Comoros, Pandor, Kari, Sohili, Todibo. This is just moving too fast. Okay. Pandor, Bora, Tobibo, Sahili, Kari, Mohammed, Salamani, Yusuf, and Changama, Saeed, and Yusuf. There we go. Center ref, Jean-Jacques, Dalla, Gambo. Oh, this is going to be fun. Do you think Morocco's the new Belgium? I mean, in a way, yeah. Not in a bad way, though. Hopefully they don't end up being in the bad way, the new Belgium, of being a bottle job and not winning anything now. Of course, Morocco are in Africa, so it's kind of a different look anyway. Belgium, by the time they failed in 18 and then failed in 22, they look like flat track bullies. Morocco wins an AFCON, the talk is different. Morocco goes to another semifinal, the talk is different. I mean, it's different because they're 2 different confederations, but I can kind of see the argument. Brahim to kick off. This one's going to be fun. Pitch is going to turn to a slip and slide expeditiously. I swear it just started raining as soon as they got ready to go. Here we go. Morocco, Comoros. The RSR finale will start, or we'll have the RSR finale out for the season after this match. Best of reel will be tacked to it. It might take a little bit more than an hour. I would think. And we're off. Maybe not as long as last year's finale took to upload, but especially Morocco 3-0 win, says Sun. Well, I mean, the Arab Cup Morocco team beat the shit out of the Comoros team. Didn't you say like 4 or 5-0 because of that a couple of days ago? And we're off. Like, didn't you say, I mean, the rain changes things, yes, but that, hey, this game might not be as hard hitting as, or a goal fest as it should have been, or an ass kicking. But either way, Morocco, yeah, should win this pretty easily. They're at home, offside on Comoros. But they should win pretty easily, yes. But if you look at the Morocco Arab Cup team, they beat the ever-loving shit out of Comoros. Much harder than Arab Cup. beIN Sports must be behind. It was back in fixtures. It was 3-1. It was 3-1 at the Arab Cup. And the goal that Comoros got was an own goal by Morocco. So, playing forward. So, in theory, you would think, hey, 4-5 by this Morocco team. Perfect conditions for sure. If it wasn't raining, playing forward. So, this is the RSR 5 finale, the RSR, or Watch a Match 5 finale. RSR 7 finale will be today with this game. I'll review it. I'll do a little thank you soliloquy, and then I'll stick the RSR best of reel at the end of it, and you'll have about a 50, 60, 50-minute, 1-hour video. See if that gets lots of views. See how much the Moroccan fans are like, what is this? It's called a best of reel. It's called a finale episode. Season finale. This is going to be fun. Gets a lot of views be like, this is too long. But then we saw that most of it wasn't even the review. Like, this is what we normally do. You're new here. This is what we normally do for season finales. Either way. We're running this like a normal season finale, and four minutes in, 0-0. See what Morocco does here. Pushing forward, Aguerd. Over the top. Nice drop. Morocco pushing the ball forward. Looks like an early big chance here for Morocco if they get it going. Comoros, let's see if Morocco could break down this bus. Aided by the rain. It's harder to drive in the rain, you know? Unless you're Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen can drive in the rain like nobody's business. Well, or Ayrton Senna, but, well, Senna's dead. Out of living drivers, the only person who can drive better in the rain than they do in clear, dry conditions is Max Verstappen. Well, also Lance Stroll, weirdly enough. But either way, playing forward. Over the top, Morocco has the ball. Not exactly the place you want it to go, but cross in. Nobody there, right to a Comoros player. 5 minutes in, Morocco. Not looking too bad, but, you know, they look like the better team, but The last time Morocco team looked like a better team, they went to damn extra time. Now, that's not possible today. This is a group stage game. But it would suck if the favorites of this tournament and the hosts drew or lost. And that's a free kick for Comoros. Morocco should be beating Comoros and, frankly, beating the hell out of them. Especially if you go by what the Arab Cup team did to an Arab Cup Comoros. You push up the difficulty. Do you think Jake Paul's a joke, or does he have guts for getting in there with a former heavyweight champion? I think he's a fraud. I think he is not the boxer that he thinks he is, and frankly, he shouldn't be boxing. But I do respect the fact that he got in there with Anthony Joshua, who is, 50, 60, 70 pounds heavier than him and like 4 or 5 inches taller. Much taller and much heavier, more reach. When he's maybe a light heavyweight at best, Anthony Joshua is near super heavyweight. And he took that fight on short notice because Gervonta Davis is an idiot who got arrested. Did some dumbass shit and got arrested. Okay. And it was Anthony Joshua instead because Terrence Bud Crawford retired. Which that would have been a lot better of a fight when it comes to size for Jake, even though Bud Crawford's a better boxer. I guess you go out on a high and you don't take a quick fight just because, Jake Paul wants it, even though I think he would have beat his ass anyway. But either way, I respect Jake Paul for getting in the ring with Anthony Joshua. It should have went, if it legitimately went 6 rounds and Anthony Joshua wasn't trying to protect him, and Jake Paul survived for 6 out of 8 rounds before he got his jaw broken, I'll give that respect. If they sort of rigged it to make it go 6 out of 8 before Anthony Joshua put his ass down, okay, that's bullshit. I don't give you respect for that at all. But I give Jake Paul respect. I'm going to assume that Jake Paul's antics got him to 6 rounds because he found a way to get to 6 rounds. Because he did pull a Floyd Mayweather, circa Pacquiao, but either way. But he got to 6 rounds against Anthony Joshua, who has still got half a foot on him and almost 100 pounds on him. And 6 to 8 inches of reach on him? Known for knockouts? Yeah. No, I respect it. I respect that part, that he took a short notice fight against a guy he should have no business fighting, and he got in there and took it like a man. I have respect for that. I think Jake Paul's a piece of shit. I think he's a horrible person. I think he's a bad stain on the game of boxing. But he's tougher than I thought, for better or for worse. Playing forward to Morocco, and I got to give him props for that. Playing forward. Goes down the box. See the call. Doesn't seem to me they'll give a penalty. Nope, they do not. Morocco has the ball. Goes down, and now that's a penalty. Penalty para Morocco. How we doing, El Nini? How we doing? Do you think Mexico will top Group A at the World Cup? I say they do. I think they will win their group. Brahim Diaz gets taken down the box. Yep, no ball there. Tripped, and that's a penalty for Morocco. Let's see what they call on VAR. But Morocco gets a penalty. Brahim Diaz taken down in the box. See if they check it on VAR and overturn. Morocco gets a penalty 10 minutes in. Penalty for Morocco to take the lead. They've been the better team, and Comoros has been parking the bus. Seems like the rain is lifted. Yeah, it was a quick rain shower, wasn't it? Morocco versus Comoros. Penalty. And it looks to me Sofiane Rahimi is going to take it. Sofiane Rahimi is going to take the penalty. $10.33. Rahimi to take the penalty against Comoros. Can he open the scoring? Sofiane Rahimi takes his run up, shot, and saved! Saved! It's going to be one of those games. Throw in. What a save by Pandor. What a save. Horrible penalty, honestly, but you know what? It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? It's going to be one of those games. Nothing goes your way type of game. Okay. That was a horrible penalty, but he made the save. It could be one or the other. Which way you want to go with it? Free kick for Morocco. You could arguably say the penalty was soft. Maybe that was ball don't lie. I'm not sure, but horrible penalty though. Really, it was a horrible penalty. Where's al-Kabi? He's on the bench. He's on the bench. Also, Nesri on the bench as well. You know what? Yeah, I do got to agree with that. I mean, both their strikers, both Nesri and al-Kabi are better strikers than Rahimi. And he's the one who has the 9. He's the one who takes the penalty. And he's the one who's starting. Let me see. And Nesri is 28, playing for Fenerbahce. al-Kabi is 32, playing for Olympiacos. Okay, let's see. Rahimi is 29, playing for Al Ain. And Nesri is washed. Well, that sucks. He's 28 and he's washed, but al-Kabi isn't. But just to be clear, Rahimi is playing for the shittiest club of all three. Al Ain is the shittiest club of all three of those clubs. And Nesri's playing for Fenerbahce, which is a pretty good club comparatively to Al Ain for sure. And al-Kabi, better than this guy, let the PSV guy or Brahim take it. PSV guy or Brahim take it. Saibari played for PSV. Okay, I was like. Player down from Morocco. So, who was bigger in their prime? Becky Lynch or Rhea Ripley? Well, Becky. I mean, I'm a fan of Rhea. I think she's talented. But she never got to the heights Becky did in 2019. Like, Becky, WrestleMania, Road to WrestleMania 2019 was just otherworldly. That was otherworldly. Becky Lynch, 2019, WrestleMania run. I don't know about after that. I don't know how to say how hyped she was in 2020 when she dropped the belt. Never lost it, but you know. Yeah, that was a horrible penalty, honestly. Blame it on the rain or whatever. Playing forward. 15th minute, 0-0. Eleven attacks to 3. Rahimi should not be taking pens. Al-Kabi should have started goals versus Barca Madrid this season, by the way. Yeah, playing forward. Rahimi loses the ball. Ball crossed in. Header! Pinballs all the way back to the top of the box. Steals. Morocco foul the other way. Free kick for Comoros. What I said. Yep. I don't disagree. Sabari fouls the Comoros player. I don't disagree. Sabari went up for the header and it got headed away by the Comoros defender. Okay. How you jump that high and it still misses you? How you jump that high and it still misses you? I don't get it. 16th minute, 17th, 0-0. Even a Nesri better than Rahimi. And Nesri is class, though. Yeah, didn't you say he was washed, though? Like, he can't be class, but washed. Like, that doesn't compute. Do that what you will. Looks like a player coming off. It is Romain Saiss. Romain Saiss is coming off. El Yamit coming on for Saiss. What was that penalty? A horrible penalty. Horrible penalty. El Yamit coming on for Saiss. I'm gonna go with Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn because they seem to actually love each other. Justin Verlander seems to not really give a fuck. Pardon my French. And Kate Upton seems like a damn clout chaser. Something's just off about them. Something's just off about them too, in my book. You know? At least Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn seem to love each other. Like, there's not this... That's just my opinion, though. I don't care, but it's just my... You asked. Something's just off with Verlander and Kate Upton. Maybe it's just because I don't like Verlander that much. Just pitch, asshole. Just pitch, asshole. Long time. It's been a while, yeah. You missed the Arab Cup final, though. I was live for that. Either way. Yeah, to be clear, yeah, Verlander's personality is pretty grating. Comoros chips it through. Oh, empty net, but Morocco gets it cleared. What was Bono doing? You know what? You're lucky. Offside. He's lucky. He is lucky he did not allow that ball to go in. Well, that would just added more editing. No, that doesn't work because I like Travis and Taylor. I like Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. What's off about them? Like, Travis might be an idiot, but, you know, he might be a fun guy who's an idiot, but that's not Verlander. Verlander's an asshole. At least especially when he runs his mouth. Like, if he just pitched and shut his mouth like he was back in the 2000s, the late 2000s, fine. He started running his mouth when he said something about the Astros when he went there, and, you know, from then on, this is how Morocco's playing. We're in for a long AFCON. There's something called AFCON's damn chaotic. Don't take anything to the bank with this tournament, is what I've learned. The favorites don't normally... You probably should come in an underdog comparatively to a favorite. If you come in as a favorite, you're cooked. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, frankly, playing forward. Ball crossed in. Like, and Comoros is parking the bus, and it's also raining like a mofo. Especially in Morocco, they might be playing on a damn slip and slide, all things considered. Header, knocked down. Playing forward. Blocked away. This does not look like the normal Morocco, though. I gotta say, you are correct on that. But AFCON is weird. That's the problem. Morocco will win a World Cup before AFCON. Okay. Does that mean anything? Like, that means something, but not in the world of AFCON. They were a freaking World Cup semifinalist the last time they played in AFCON. Albeit in the Ivory Coast. But still. And they got knocked out in the round of 16 by South Africa. Acting like an AFCON just didn't happen 2 years ago. Acting like they weren't a semifinalist of the World Cup going into that AFCON. Acting like. Maybe they've gotten better over the past 2 years, but they still were a World Cup semifinalist with the same roster. They got knocked out in the round of 16 by South Africa. So your point? That proves my point that this tournament's a freaking crazy whatever the hell. It's raining for both teams. Fair enough, but still. What is AFCON in the World Cup? If you ask Africans, they think the AFCON means more. Do you know how it started? The AFCON started because African teams, when it started, didn't even get one confirmed entry to the World Cup. They felt slighted. If you learn what the AFCON means to the Africans, it means more. Because it came from a time where the Africans didn't even get one confirmed entry to the World Cup. They had to earn it. As in playoff. They did not have one full entry to the World Cup when the tournament started. So, to them, it means more. So, maybe that's why it's so chaotic. Maybe that's how it manifests. I don't know. Because it matters so much, and you do have teams that don't make World Cups, teams who do make World Cups. Maybe it's too much chaos. And you know what? Morocco plays with a system. A system that nothing's bigger than the World Cup. Let some African old heads hear you say that. I don't think you're wrong, but I'm not an African old head who was around when there was only the AFCON was the thing that mattered the most. With that being said, playing forward. Cross in. Header. Oh, Lord. That was so bad. Mazraoui. Shot. Chipped. Cleared away. Oh, my God. This is horrible. 26th minute. Blocked away. '27th minute. I just feel Morocco has too much pressure on them. So far, Morocco's playing like frauds. 147 passes completed to 29. They missed a penalty. It's still 0-0. They have that many passes completed, which means they must have more anyway, just in general. My point is the AFCON's just too unpredictable. That's what I've been saying. Whether it's the fact it got built when Africa had no confirmed entries to the World Cup that made it mean more, or I don't know. Or maybe it's just because it is chaotic. I don't know. Playing forward. If Morocco won last time, I'd agree that being hosts might just be too much for them, which would suck in 2030. But I think it's just AFCON being AFCON. Do you think K Cal's going to do anything as a Red Bull? I mean, a little bit. I mean, I'm sure he's going to have his moments, but I won't say he'll run the league. Just based on ranking, the last AFCON, none of the top 5 teams made it to the quarterfinals. Exactly. Chaos. You wish CONCACAF could have that chaos. I love CONCACAF. The Gold Cup, by the way, is the last tournament standing that will be every 2 years or less than every 4 years. Which I guess they get around that. Well, they still do the Pan American Copa. That might just be like what? South Africa wins this AFCON. Should Mexico fans be worried? No, because it's AFCON. I mean, yeah, it'd be like, well, they're African champions, but no. Shot blocked away, corner. No. Like, South Africa isn't bad. Mexico's still better, but again, if South Africa wins the AFCON, it's because of chaos. It was just their year. It doesn't mean... I mean, yeah, Ivory Coast has gotten better since they've won their AFCON. I will admit that. But I don't see South Africa building off of the AFCON win like Ivory Coast did. Ball crossed in. That just totally seems like chaos. But, I mean, do you realize how much, like, Ivory Coast is built well off the AFCON win, for sure. But do you realize how much bullshit had to happen to get them there in the first place? Shot! And wide. Sabari puts it wide. Dear God. So this one's going to be one of those games. Look at Chris Wood qualifying for the World Cup directly for the first time in New Zealand history. Yeah. As he should. As he should. '30th minute. Brahim Diaz was born in Madrid, but he has Moroccan parents or something. And he chose to play for Morocco. It's called being a dual national. I think he was born in Madrid, though. So, yeah, he is Spanish by birth, by soil. But I think his parents are Moroccan. Let me find out. Playing forward. He was born in Malaga, actually. My bad. He was born in Malaga. Well, there's an M there. Yeah. Headed away. Born in Malaga. Born in Spain. His middle name gives it away for sure. His father was Moroccan. His mother was Spanish. And then he moved to Manchester at 16. Played for Manchester. Okay. And then he got loaned to AC Milan for 3 years. Playing forward, headed down. So his father's Moroccan. If you look at Brahim's middle name, that just totally gives it away. You couldn't really tell if you just looked at his first, the name he's goes by. His middle name, though, that's definitely Moroccan. Definitely Arabic. Senegal, for me, is the best team right now in Africa. DR Congo is my dark stallion. I mean, I still think Morocco is the best team in Africa. This does not look good. This is either AFCON bullshit or Comoros is parking the damn bus, or it's a mixture of both. Header. I'd say it's a mixture of both. Comoros has no reason to be this close. Free kick for Comoros at half midfield. So far, I'm impressed with Comoros. Honestly, yeah, me too. Yeah, rain and pressure. Rain, pressure, AFCON bullshit, and Comoros parking the bus. It's probably all four, partially. Weird conditions, pressure, AFCON bullshit, which I guess you could put in with weird conditions, and plus Hakimi and El-Kabi on the bench. Well, also, yeah, Waleed made some stupid decisions. Hakimi, I can understand. He's coming off of injury. El-Kabi, seems to me that he's better than Rahimi. But you got to get the ball to him to make it even matter. So, you know, do with that what you will. But do I think he'd be a bigger fixture in the box, especially with the balls being crossed in? Yeah, for sure. So manager made dumb decisions. Rain, pressure, AFCON bullshit, and Comoros parking the bus. It's a mixture of all five. I'd say, what, 20% each? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100? Yeah, 20%. Did you not see El-Kabi versus Real Madrid? I knew what he did. I knew how good he played. I didn't watch the match. He played well, though. Is Morocco playing on Christmas Day? How long will Hakimi be on the sidelines? I heard he'll be fully back into the team by the knockout stage. That's why I heard. Friday, December 26th. Oh, they're taking Christmas Day off. Morocco plays on Boxing Day at 2 p.m. Not going to be live for it. Their next match day would be the 29th. Round of 16. January 4th. January 4th or January 3rd would be their opening match. Playing forward. Knockouts, thank God. How we doing, Henry? Could I see Hakimi playing as a sub during the group stage, especially the first couple of games? Yeah. Then longer in the third game, and then fully in the knockouts? Yeah, that's my opinion. I saw a couple of rounds going down, and that's a free kick for Morocco. I saw him get knocked out. I saw like the last 3 rounds. I was watching NFL and all that, college football before that. Morocco, if they go to the quarterfinal, will very likely play on Friday, January 9th. Semifinal is on January 14th, and the finals on Saturday, January 17th. Okay, so it's the Saturday. We'll be good then. Okay. Free kick for Morocco. What do you think? Who would win in a foot race? Sonic or Superman? Brahim? Shot over the bar. I would say Sonic. Surprised the Hurricanes won. I didn't even know they won, frankly. "38th minute. Playing forward. Morocco. Horrible free kick as well. 38th minute. Playing forward. Hakimi reaction. Oh. Playing forward. Morocco, ball crossed in. Header. Clear away. Comoros. Huh. Playing forward. 40th minute. They're going to do a 3 Stages of Hell match on SmackDown on January 9th. Playing forward. How about those Bears? Hey, the Bears are good. Oh, you're talking about Miami. Oh, Miami. Oh. No, Texas A&M are frauds. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised how it happened. The fact that they both played like shit and Miami still won. 10-3 corner for Morocco. Ball crossed in. Pele kick. Morocco going forward. Still Morocco. Cleared away. .41 minute playing forward. But either way. Do you think people need to stop crying about the college football playoff? It was originally meant to be the top 2 teams be included. I guess the 12 best team gets left out. I mean, no. I think if it's a playoff, now the BCS was top 2, but there were bowls around that where teams got to be in if they weren't the national championship bowl. Then you have the 14 playoff, which just isn't enough. 12 teams, I think the problem is in my book, forget the conference auto bids. You only do that if you do like a FCS 2014 playoff or whatever. Every auto bid team gets a bye. Then you have a round before that and all that. But 12-team playoff, drop ball, referee might be being told something. And they're doing the lasers now. 42nd minute. Frankly, I think when it comes to the college football playoff, Brahim got, I don't think, if that's a penalty, I swear to God, no way. No way is that a penalty. No way. And they're going to VAR. Morocco might just be getting a savior penalty here. There is no way in hell. Man, no. No. No, 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 that's not a penalty. That is going to be soft as hell if it is. But how about those Bears? The Bears are playing well. I think it should just be the top 12 teams in the ranking playing in the playoff. Top 4 with byes or 16 teams. Actually, no, a 16-team college football playoff, all top 16 playing, no byes. First round at campus sites and everything else. That's bullshit. Wow. Yes, I think he might end up being it. There's no way that's a penalty. Beef ribs are 65 for 6. 4 sides is a good deal. I hope the sides make it $65. Still remember the semifinals match of France and Morocco. That was cinema. That was a good match. VAR, this is typical host bias. I mean, that does not look like that's more of a dive than anything else. Like the foot hits the leg. Yeah, slightly. He got clipped. At best, he got clipped. There is no way. If this is a penalty, no penalty, goal kick. It hit the hand of Brahim first. It hit the hand of Brahim on the way through, so it's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick for Comoros. And no, he didn't even get hit. There was a handball on Brahim. Goal kick. No penalty. Is the World Cup going to have more teams than 3 continents and 6 host teams? I heard they might do a 64-team World Cup or more. I hope that's not true. .45 minute. Playing forward. Morocco loses the ball. 45th minute. How much stoppage time? Six minutes. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Do you think the Big Ten and SEC will eventually absorb the Big 12 and ACC? Well, the way things are going, yeah, I mean, that's probably how it's going to be, frankly. Playing forward. Playing forward. Free kick for Comoros. Who has a better chance of winning the World Cup? USA, Japan, Mexico, or an African team? Morocco. I think Morocco, then Japan, then USA, then Mexico. Hell, I'd put Canada in front of USA and Mexico as well. If they could figure out how to play a team that parks the bus and not lose and play down to them. Saved. So, but I think Morocco has the best chance of them all. Playing forward. The Titans are beating the Chiefs. Oh my God. And the keeper gets ran through. Oh my God. Brahim runs right into the keeper. Yellow card for Brahim. Good. I mean, Formula One and Apple on the same service, or Formula One MLS on the same service with no extra money. Having to watch MLS or Formula One, just the $10 or whatever. I like it. It makes it easier to watch MLS games if you have Apple TV and Formula One. Pretty much, that's awesome. So it takes away the paywall within a paywall. See, Formula One made MLS look stupid, and the MLB with their Friday games. Let's not forget about those. And they were like, well, you know what? Yellow card. Does Flores have a chance of going to the World Cup of Canada? I would say probably not. Oh, Kansas City went down their third quarterback. Okay. That's probably why they're losing. Gardner Minshew went 3 for 8. Oladipo went 6 for 8. Have you seen the... No, I have not. I have not, no. He got hurt. Gardner Minshew got hurt. Huh. $49. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Drop ball. Okay. Playing forward. '50th minute. Let's see how much they add on. Great refereeing. Honestly, the referee's been solid. I don't know if you're shitting on him, but I think the referee's been solid. To be real. No complaints. playing forward. Free kick from Morocco. No, I'm serious. Okay, yeah, no, I think the referee's been good, weirdly enough. I think the referee's been solid. And he didn't give the bullshit penalty either. When does the CONCACAF Champions Cup start? Start of February, first week of February. It'll be here before you know it. It'll be here before you know it. Brahim going to step up for it. Ball crossed in. Oh, Lord. Halftime. 52 minutes, and we go to halftime. 0-0. Nil-nil at the half for this game. What are the hardest and easiest sports to officiate? Hardest? Basketball? Hockey is probably up there. Football, I think, is pretty easy. Baseball is very easy to officiate. Association football, I meant by easy. Gridiron football, if you call it by the rules, I think that's pretty easy. If you get told to ref ball the shit, I'm not so sure. But the more movement, the harder. Tennis, honestly, that seems pretty hard to officiate. But, you know, halftime, 0-0. What a waste of 45 minutes. Well, with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half. El Kabi needs to come on. I agree. We'll take a short break at the half. Talk the stats. Get this one going. Sit tight. 0-0. What a waste. We'll be back. Sit tight. Back for the stats of the half. Comoros is shameful, parking the bus, doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, I can agree with that one. Why do I feel like Comoros is going to score? AFCON bullshit. That's what. That's the half. 79% possession, 21% possession, 7 shots to 1, 1 shot on goal to 1, 334 accurate passes, 92% to 64, 66%, 10 fouls to 12, 2 corners to 0, 7 shots to 1, 1 shot on goal to 1, 365 pass to 99, 92% pass accuracy to 65, 7 throws to 2, 0 offside to 2, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0. 0-0 at the half. Morocco look like trash, really. They missed their penalty. They've had their chances, but they've been low danger chances because Comoros is parking the bus. They're parking the bus. I think there are multiple reasons why Morocco do not look like their old selves, look like their good selves. I think there are multiple reasons why. I think overall they should be playing better than they are, but in the end, is Morocco feeling the pressure? That's part of it, yeah. I think the rain, the unexpected conditions doesn't help. I think they're feeling the pressure. I think they're getting a bus parked on them with like 5 brakes applied. I think AFCON bullshit. It's at least, 4 things, if not 5, all coming together to make them look bad. I don't remember what the 5th one was. Either way, pressure, rain, bus parking, and AFCON bullshit. There was a 5th one that we were talking about, but either way, that's pretty much it. It is not going Morocco's way because of multiple reasons. And in the end, you think it should be going their way? But right now it isn't. They have 45 more minutes to change that. But whoever said Comoros, they feel like Comoros is going to score. That's not a bad call. We'll get this one going. But we'll wait for the second half to start. Can Morocco do better? They have to. And al-Qamar should be playing. I mean, Rahimi should not be starting. That penalty should just get him off the pitch for sure. Second half about to start. Sooner rather than later. "45 more minutes." Panthers take the lead from the Bucs at the end of the third. Ah, shit. 2017 Panthers, 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. So let's see here. Cowboys are out of the playoffs. Bucs are probably out of the playoffs. They lose this. Steelers are in the playoffs as of now. Patriots will definitely be in the playoffs. Lions are probably going to miss the playoffs because they have to win out to make the playoffs. And, well, we don't want that. But if there's any loss the Steelers could afford is losing to the Lions. They can afford that. But either way. Shit. I might only have 2 teams in the playoffs this year. Damn. The Patriots are back, and I only have 2 teams in the playoffs. Second half's about to start. Second half about to start. 0-0. But second half about to start in, let's see, 12 seconds. Second half about to start in seconds. Bryce Young is out playing Baker so far. I'm surprised. I thought Baker would have a chip on his shoulder playing his old team. Honestly, yeah, that surprises me too. But he's also still coming back from injury. Baker's like the only reason the Bucs are even close to contending right now, let's be honest. Todd Bowles a horrible coach. And second half about to start. Second half, here we go. I want to see Morocco get this one going. At this point, you just got to get the 3 points. Frankly, if I'm Morocco, At this point, just get the 3 points. Just get the 3 points at this point. And second half, here we go. Morocco get grouped. They need to sack the manager. I've heard Moroccan fans. Here's the thing. How we doing, Rory? Here's the thing. I've heard Moroccan fans say their Olympic manager / Arab Cup manager, Tariq Sekatoui, we'll go with it, is a better manager than Walid. And we're off in the second half. I've heard them say that, weirdly enough. So you might not be off. You might not be too off about that. I mean, Sekatoui is a good coach, but the fact is, so either way, Jake Evans came out of the game last night, makes the Dino trade look even better. Bengals are winning 38-14 against the Dolphins. I'm not surprised. Huh. Yeah, I've heard Moroccan fans playing forward. Morocco. It's out for a goal kick, 47th minute. And the Raptors 905 beat Grand Rapids. They're going to the tip-off tournament final in the G League. They won 103-101. Brought Sammy Blay up. Raptors 905 won by 2 points. So there you go. Playing forward. 905 are in the tip-off tournament final. So they're going to play the Stockton Kings or the Salt Lake City Stars in the final. Ball headed away. So the Kings affiliate or the Utah Jazz affiliate. No, I won't be live for it. Shot! Wide! Perfect cross, but that just goes wide. But there you go. That was their first just wide. Fowler owns the Penguins. I think everybody owns the Penguins. Even the Leafs do. Playing forward. Nil-nil, 49th minute. Should have been 1-0 up. Bucks tied the game in the fourth. It's going to be a barn burner for the division lead. Ninth minute. Playing forward. Oh, no. Should have been 1-0 up. Playing forward. Keeps it forward. Morocco, 50th minute. Chipped over the top. Header. And cleared. Comoros. So solid defensively. I mean, they're parking the bus, but, you know, they're making the defensive plays. Offside, don't think the Red Wings would be this good. And I didn't think the Leafs would be as shit as they are. So, who knows? Playing forward. Saved by the goalie. Panthers are starting to pick up again. Dear God. Well, it doesn't matter. The Leafs are ass. I don't give a shit. Creamsicles. It's just like the Patriots 90s jerseys. Playing forward. Morocco has it and they lose it. 52 minutes. The Patriots creamsicles, or the Patriots 90s jerseys that Drew Bledsoe wore, they're better jerseys. They're the best jerseys they've worn. Just like the Bucks creamsicles are the best jerseys they've worn. Honestly, I'm going to say it. I liked the Bucks 2000 early 2010s jerseys over the jerseys they have now, / their Super Bowl winning jerseys, or just in general, because they're basically the same. I think their creamsicles are the best, but I actually liked their 2012 jerseys, their 2013, or was it 2014? 2014, whatever, early mid-2010s jerseys that they wore until Tom Brady got there, weirdly enough. Were they going to make that change? Probably. It's just wild that either way. They won the Super Bowl in the same jersey. Pretty much. The jersey they wore for Super Bowl 32? Playing forward. Or was it ball crossed in, cleared away, or they missed it? 37. Yeah, the one they wore for 37 and 55, pretty much the same. I think they're kind of boring, honestly. I have it, but I think it's kind of boring. The more I think about it. 54th minute. Playing forward. Morocco gets fouled. Free kick, 55th minute. Playing forward. Over the top, Morocco. Here's a chance. Goal! Finally! The first goal of the game. Brahim Diaz scores. What a cross! Centering pass into the front of the goal, or the front of the box. And Brahim Diaz lasers one home. 1-0. Morocco. 55th minute. They finally get theirs. Dolphins are losing 45-14 now. Morocco finally scores. Brahim Diaz scores. 1-0. 56th minute. I'd say 55, but okay. Watch the play. Amrabat plays it over the top. They keep it alive. Crosses to the center of the box, right at the penalty spot. Cross from Mazraoui. And boom. Brahim Diaz takes a shot. The goalie can't get there. 1-0. Amrabat to Mazraoui to Diaz. 1-0 for Morocco. About damn time. I agree. Brahim Diaz, 55th minute. Just get the 3 points. Or maybe they start kicking Comoros' ass now. Either or. Playing forward. Goalie picks it up. Chargers are beating the Cowboys. Playing forward. Morocco got their goal, 1-0. Playing forward. Can they get a second? Into the box, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. Sabari ran onto it, or tried to, but he couldn't get there. 58 minutes. So Morocco is winning the match as of now. Playing forward. Morocco. Here's another chance here. Tries to run through 3 guys. Yeah, that was not smart. It's 45-14 Bengals. Yeah, I read that. Here's a chance. Comoros. Shot saved by Bono. Into his legs. Oh my God. Morocco's about to do some dumb shit, aren't they? I read it the first time. Dude, I said it the first time. Are your ears closed? Frankly, both teams are eliminated from playoff contention. I couldn't give a shit. Let's be real. Both teams are eliminated from playoff contention. I couldn't give a shit. Does that have to do with the Steelers? Okay. I don't have to click on it. I can still read. My eyes work. I have glasses, but my eyes work. But again, they're both eliminated from playoff contention. Why does it matter? Wow, fucking shit teams beating up on a shit team. Wow. I'm tired of your... Either way. That's the only way people can know you're answering the question. As long as I'm reading the comment, people could see the comment in the frickin' chat. Do I have to click on it? No. Oh, al-Qam's about to finally come on. But since it's going to piss you off, is Joe Burrow going to do an Andrew Luck and quit football in his prime? It wouldn't shock me if he did. Also wouldn't shock me if he left the Bengals. It's either or. It's either or. It's either or. Playing forward. It's either or. Over the top. Header. Shot. Morocco blocked away. Cleared away. Wouldn't shock me if he did, no. What if people walk away in the stream? Well, shit, you don't hear my answer. I'm sure the people walking away are the people who don't give a shit about your question. Probably. That's just my hunch. If you're watching the stream back to find the answer that you missed while you were pissing, well, that's on you. That seems a little bit overbearing. People should care. Hate to tell you, the world isn't fair. Throw in. 2 substitutions. al-Qam coming on. And that's a free kick for Morocco. But to be clear, also, I can't make everybody happy. I either answer the questions, and people were like, you need to call the match. I call the match, people were like, you need to answer the questions. I can't win for losing. Sometimes clicking on them takes too much time. Playing forward. When I could just read them. Shot! What a save! al-Qam coming on. So do that what you will. Playing forward. And this is why al-Qam should come on. Jesus Christ. Cleared away. Rahimi just ain't that dude. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. It's crazy because Burrow's the exact same age as Luck when he retired. Sadly enough for Burrow, I don't think his injuries have been as bad as Andrew Luck's, you know? But the way Burrow's talking kind of feels a little bit weird. Substitutions. Ezalzuli coming on for Una. And El-Kabi coming on for Rahimi. Oh, thank God. Rahimi is horrible, man. Rahimi is just sad. Or maybe he shouldn't be playing against the team who parks the bus. Just a hunch. Playing forward. Blocked away. Playing forward. Cleared over the bar. '65th minute. Brahim Diaz gives them the 1-0 lead. 10 minutes ago, he did that. We have 75, 85, 25 more minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Can Morocco get their 3 points? Much harder than it had to be, but then again, didn't the Morocco Arab Cup team do the same thing when they won the Arab Cup? They made it harder than it had to be, but they still won in the end, which is all that matters, I guess. Which is all that matters, I guess. 9:05 are at the Winter Showcase title game after winning by 2. Substitution for Comoros, 66th minute. Abdallah coming on for Comoros for Kari. Morocco's got to play better than this if they want to win the tournament, though. JT Miller's week to week. That sucks. Playing forward. Over the bar. Comoros are starting to push a little bit, which is wild. Over the top, headed away. '68th minute. 1-0. Free kick the other way. Over the top. Bono gets onto it. Dropped it and ran with it for a couple of feet. Morocco's getting a bit cocky. You don't have the opening to be cocky. being a bit cocky. Who's winning, Broncos or Jacksonville? I think I have the Jaguars. I have the Jaguars winning. It's going to be close, but the Jaguars need the game more than the Broncos do, and frankly, there's always a bad one somewhere. I'd rather have it against a team who's about as good as mine than not. Like the Patriots won 10 straight, then lost to the Bills. We'll see what happens with the Ravens tonight. Playing forward. I think the Patriots are better than the Ravens this year, and I think the Patriots should beat the Ravens, but we'll find out. Shot saved, but Jacksonville and Broncos are both good teams. They're both good teams, and it's just what I think's going to happen. I think the Broncos, they've done well, just like the Patriots did over the past 2.5 months. Whole season, really, but at some point, you're going to drop one. That's the NFL for you. I'd rather drop one to a good team like the Jags, who might need the game a little bit more, or need the win a little bit more than the Broncos do, than some shit team like, I don't know, the Dolphins or the Jets. Not saying the Patriots did that, but, you know, or the Raiders. Yeah, they lost week 1 to the Raiders. We didn't realize the Raiders were shit then, but see, Patriots have what, 3 losses? 3 losses? 10 straight wins. They beat the Bills. They lost to the Bills at home. They beat the Bills on the road. 10 straight wins till they lost to the Bills. They lost to the Raiders. Who else did they lose to? 71st minute. I think the Denver Nuggets and Avalanche could win a championship, and Broncos. I mean, I wouldn't shock me if Denver, if all 3 Denver teams won a championship this year, wouldn't shock me at all. Especially the Avalanche and the Broncos. The Broncos are really good, but again, the NFL's just a sport where you're going to drop one. He got the ball. Advantage, free kick, 71st minute. It's just a sport where you're going to drop one, especially against a good team. Even if you're a good team, you're going to drop one against a good team. Tua Tagovailoa not expected to return to the Dolphins next year. I think the Avalanche are the best team in hockey. I think right now they're the best team in hockey. At least from the eye test. I think they're the best team in the NHL. From the eye test. For me, it's either them or the Habs. Like, I know the standings don't exactly bear that out, but from the eye test, for me, it's either the Avs or the Habs, to be real. And now, of course, Florida's getting back to what they should be, sort of, so that sucks. But if you ask me right now what I think the Stanley Cup would be, I'd say Avs versus Montreal. That's what I think the Stanley Cup would be. And the Leafs have 0 chance because they wouldn't be in the playoffs. 73rd minute, but Avs versus Montreal is my pick. Well, to be clear, when I said the stats don't bear that out, I was referencing more the Habs. Rory. Like, the Avs are legitimately the best team in the NHL. They've only lost 2 regulation games. When I said the stats don't exactly bear that out, I sort of meant the Habs. The season start was amazing, but I think the eye test, there's shot, goal for Morocco. What a goal. Ayoub El-Kaabi. Oh my God, 2-0. Shit, they should have started him. Pele kick. Ayoub El-Kaabi goal. Wow. El-Kaabi scores the Pele kick. It's 2-0 for Morocco. 74th minute. 2-0. Wow, what a goal. What a goal. Awesome. Awesome. 2-0. Boom. Stole the ball crossed in. Played it back. El-Kaabi got it right back. Pele kick. Boom. Ran into his own forward, and then I think Ezalzouli was right there with him, but or El Anawi was right there with him. But a Pele kick from El-Kaabi gets into the net. 2-0 for Morocco. A little bit more comfortable. A little bit more comfortable here for the Moroccans. It isn't pretty, but 2-0. El-Kaabi, 1 goal for him in this game. Brahim and El-Kaabi. Maybe they should have started him. What that proves to me, El Khanous, Messina on for Sabari, and El Khanous on for Morocco. I don't know about you. I agree. For Brahim off for En-Nesyri. Oh, well, he's on a yellow card, so that's actually not too dumb. En-Nesyri on. Bilal El Khanous. I think they made a triple sub. Messina, El Khanous. Or no, it was Messina and En-Nesyri instead of El Khanous. En-Nesyri for Brahim and Saibari. No, it was El Khanous. El Khanous and En-Nesyri for Brahim and Saibari. Okay. Whoever said whatever. El-Kaabi's underrated. I agree. He's better than the other guy, Brahimi. It took only, 10 minutes? Hold on. It took only, 10 minutes? 10 minutes for El-Kaabi to actually make an impact. There you go. And Brahimi played for 65 minutes and played like utter shit and missed a penalty. Either Brahimi should not play against a team who parks the bus, or he felt the pressure and fell like a cheap suit. Either or, I don't know. Playing forward. Yellow card. I expect Boston to fall off at some point. It hasn't happened yet. It's like they're clinging on by a thread to be good. I think Marco Sturm is the reason Boston are good. He's a good coach. Yeah. Like every surprise isn't as crazy when it comes to hockey is the Leafs being shit. Playing forward. Headed away. '79th minute. Panthers take a 3-point lead. Baker's going to get the ball back with 2:20 left on the clock. Ten minutes to go plus stoppage time. 14 shots to 3 for Morocco versus Comoros. Playing forward. Headed away. At least if you're Morocco, you're winning 2-0 and you're getting 3 points. This almost, I can't totally say this game was a disaster. As Al-Zuli. Top of the box, but almost was. First half was definitely a disaster. Ball crossed in. Shot saved. Playing forward. Ball crossed in. Header. Brought down. Nope. Playing forward. Ooh. '82 minutes. Playing forward. Bump. Okay, the Bucks do have the ball. Okay, I was like, '83rd minute. '83rd minute. The FU, the AA, whatever you, I prefer calling it the FU, but What did you think it was going to be? What do you think my answer was going to be? Playing forward. Well, I mean, that's not a bad answer. Either way. Comoros keeper's been unbelievable. Well, I mean, he's done the most work. Well, no, the defense has. Like, I mean, yeah, but I'd say a lot of the chances Morocco had before their 2 goals were really just, I thought the Canadian Destroyer. I mean, that's not a bad answer, but, well, I mean, John Cena did do the Canadian Destroyer, but did he ever use it as a finisher? No, he used it as a random move. So, it's just a random move. Morocco could have been up. Frankly, they could have won by more, but they did not do so. But, I mean, when John Cena used the Canadian Destroyer, he used it as a random move. He never used it as a finisher or even a 5 moves of doom. He just used it as a random move. Which, to be fair, is kind of stupid when you think about it. And that's really bad pacing when you think about it. But I'm not going to do that because he just retired. And I love those open challenge matches. / the AJ matches. / did he do it during the retirement run? I think he did during the AJ match, didn't he? Probably would have been it, yeah. Certainly didn't do it as a heel because he was a heel. I know he used it against AJ, but other than that, maybe Dom. 86 minute. Besides. Ball crossed in. Header. The bad part about Crown Jewels, it was on ESPN, so I couldn't watch it. He didn't do it against Gunther, no. That was just a FU sleeper the whole war. That's all that match was. All that match between Gunther and Cena was a FU and a sleeper hold war. Cena spamming FUs and Gunther spamming sleeper holds. And it's also funny considering Chael Sonnen got worked like a mofo on that one. It's like Cena tapped out to a choke. Does he know? No, he probably doesn't. Let's be real. 2nd and 4 to Carolina 37. Ball crossed in. Header. Morocco shot over the bar. 88th minute. And the Bengals beat the Dolphins. The Chargers beat the Cowboys. Vikings are beating the Giants. Bills beat the Browns. Titans are beating the Chiefs. I can't believe it. 88th minute. Bum, bum, bum. 2nd and 9 to Carolina 42. Playing forward. Playing forward. Oh, that's why. Okay. They're playing, well, and Baker just got picked off. That's the game. Panthers win. Damn it. Baker just got picked off. Free kick for Comoros. al-maghrib. Yep. They're winning. Almost in stoppage time. And Baker just lost the game for the Bucks. Baker just lost the game. He threw it away. Header save by Yassine Bono. See if they have any other games against the Panthers. No. Oh, wait, they do. The final match day. The final match of the season. They have the Panthers at home in Tampa Bay. They beat the Dolphins. Carolina has the Seahawks. So if the Bucks win and the Panthers lose, Week 18 will be for the division. They're using lasers to cheat the game. 4 minutes stoppage time. That's always been a thing. I don't think you could stop that. Sadly enough. '91st minute. El-Kabi should have started. 3 points is 3 points. Yep, and the RSR finale will come out very soon. Within, I would say it won't take half a freaking day this time. Last year's finale took till like freaking midnight. I think with the Wi-Fi, at least coming up, should be quicker. But we don't use lasers. Look at Egypt and Senegal. Exactly. Like, CAF is known for lasers. Hell, CONCACAF's pulled that shit too. So it's not like, either way, 92 minutes. Playing forward. Good for the Saints. Oh, damn. But the Saints have beat the Jets. I said that would happen. Is Bryce Young the most wholesome player in the NFL? No, Drake May. Have you seen Drake May's wife? Have you seen what she bakes? That just tells you how good of a guy Drake is. Drake May, that is. That just tells you. I love Tommy. I love Tom Brady, but Giselle, 2-0 for Morocco. I think Drake May, for certainly. Drake May is a good quarterback. Drake May's definitely got the better wife than Tom Brady. There's some certainly that he is ahead of Tom Brady in. Well, that is Tom Brady's ex. But I never liked Giselle in the first place, really. And she's not even that beautiful for a supermodel. I mean, come on. There's honestly, when it comes There's hotter women than Giselle who aren't even supermodels. At least John Cena's ex, at least she's beautiful, even though she has a horrible soul. At least she's still beautiful, but she is getting older. But at least in her defense, she's beautiful. She may have a shitty soul, but at least Cena's ex is beautiful. Giselle, on the other hand, ugh. Full time, 2-0. Point is, when it comes to wives, I'd rather be Drake May than Tom Brady. 2-0 for Morocco. Hell, I'd rather be Cooper DeJean than Tom Brady. I'd prefer being Drake May, but with that being said, in that case, but either way. One little thing before I sign off. Listen, it's always about the soul. It's about how beautiful the soul is. If you want a true long-term relationship, you have to see how beautiful somebody's soul is. Forget the looks. If they're absolutely a 10 out of 10 with a beautiful soul, you're lucky. You're very, very lucky. Look at the soul first. You want a long-term relationship. If you want to have fun, it doesn't matter. You want to just have fun, it doesn't matter. You want a long-term relationship, look at the soul. And if they're a 10 out of 10 with an absolutely 10 out of 10 soul, 10 out of 10 looks with a 10 out of 10 soul, if not better, 100 out of 10 soul, you're lucky. But that's just my opinion. Dima Maghreb, yes. Morocco wins 2-0. So there's your pro tip for the evening. Always look at the soul. I don't give a shit. I'm not Paul Skeens, but she seems to have an okay soul. I don't. She seems to have a good soul. I don't give a shit, though. I'm good. What do you think I say? Why do you think I say 10 out of 10 with a 100 out of 10 soul? Why do you think I say that? Either way. I ain't talking out of my ass. Either way. I don't know. From what I could tell about Livy Dunn, she seems like a good person. I don't give a shit, though. I'm not Paul Skeens. With that being said, point is, Morocco wins 2-0. That's the end of RSR or Watch a Match Season 5. We'll have the RSR finale out within the hour, or at least within 2 hours, depending on how much editing I have to do and how much loading or downloading I have to do and how slow that takes. But with that being said, I will see you very soon for the finale of RSR 7 with this match. We'll review this match. I'll do a little thank you soliloquy, and then I'll put the best of reel at the end of it. Morocco wins 2-0. The review will come out very soon. That'll be the RSR 7 finale. About an hour-long show, probably. I don't know. We'll see. Hour-long review. We'll see how good it does, what the time it takes to put up. Then I will see you on the 23rd. I'll see you on the 23rd of December, Christmas Eve, for the Top 50 Songs List stream. Day off on the 24th. Day off on the 22nd. Day off on the 24th. 25th, we'll have the Christmas message in the morning. Christmas message short in the morning. And then at night, we'll have the Best of Watch a Match 5 reel on Christmas night. 26th for the Dynasty Stars. We'll have Run It Back for December. December 31st, New Year's Eve for the Dynasty Stars. We'll have a month ahead for January. We'll be back on January 1st for the standalone Best of RSR 7 reel. We'll put it up that way for some extra views on New Year's Day. And then we'll be back for RSR 8 and watch a match 6 Premier Mississippi State versus Wake Forest on January 2nd. So there you go. With that being said, I will see you on the 23rd. I'll see you later. Also, I'll see you later today, but I'll see you on the 23rd after the review. And there you go. And then when it comes to new content, I won't see you again till everybody again till the 2nd. Of course, I'll be in the chat for the 2 premieres of the reels, and Dynasty Stars will get the best up or the run it back and month ahead. But other than that, after the 23rd, I won't see you for new content until the 2nd. So with that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you. At least Morocco got 3 points.